remember, Elizabeth argued. He's a writer. They remember. Well, I can't bear irreconcilable differences. That's just stating the obvious. Of course they're irreconcilable. That's what gives our marriage its zest, Elizabeth declared with a dramatic toss of her arm. How about abandonment? We've never used it. It's fresh, India proposed. No, it sounds so pathetic. Like he's never coming back. Like I'm some sort of foundling. I shall turn 60 in a few months, you know. You turned 60 4 years ago, India pointedly reminded her. Must you be a slave to the facts? It's because you're such a stickler for the rules that your life lacks poetry, Elizabeth snapped. Thank you for the pep talk, India answered, pained. Elizabeth's hazel eyes revealed that she had instantly regretted her outburst. India chose not to give vent to her own frustrations by reminding this particular client that poetry and passion were of little use when the bills came due. Very well, abandonment it is, Elizabeth conceded. I'll have the papers drawn up today. We can deliver them tomorrow. Bless you, counselor. Is there anything else I can do for you? Or will that be all, Mom? India asked. That's all, my angel. Say hello to that divine Julian for me. Now that is a man worth keeping. India studied her mother's dramatic, aging face. They shared undeniably identical bone structure. India's face, with its Madam X-defiant beak of a nose, was a dark carbon copy of Elizabeth's. But India always swore to herself that all resemblances ended at the physical. She did not think it wildly ambitious to hope that when she had a child of her own, she would not be spending quality time with her dictating an annual divorce summons. As was custom, her mother sat perched on the brink of a mental breakdown. It had been India's lifelong mission to keep her from falling. We'll have Richard served after his poetry class on Monday. That's at Apsley Hall on 114th Street, India confirmed. No, it's at McGregor, McSomething, at the University of Edinburgh, Elizabeth corrected her. In Scotland? India asked, flabbergasted. Didn't I mention that your stepfather's doing a guest professorship there? I'll phone your assistant with his address. Now it's off to rehearsal with me. Don't forget, we open in 12 weeks. I want to panic Richard enough to get him home in time for my first entrance. And with that, India's mother draped a blood-red cashmere shawl over her right shoulder and flounced out the door. This too shall not pass, India said to herself, resigned to the absurdity of the ritual. She slid open the shallow top drawer of her desk. Pushing aside an impeccable stack of pink index cards, she uncovered a fading color photograph of an ebony-skinned man smiling broadly as he tossed a mocha-hued 18-month-old aloft. The toddler's beatific smile matched her father's as she flew through the air, secure in the knowledge that he would never let her drop. India had no memories of her father. He died in a car crash 6 months after the snapshot was taken. And having no actual memories, she invested in him all the perfections of an ideal. On days like today, she stopped to imagine the life she might have known had he lived. Her mother's tales of their blissful time together confirmed the canonization. Over Elizabeth's nightly bottle of Bordeaux, her face would glow with the memory of his kindness and his steadfastness, qualities her second husband, India's stepfather, lacked. What would her mother have become with the tender ministrations of a man of character instead of the Punch and Judy of her life with Richard Blythe, award-winning poet, alcoholic, and inveterate cheater? She might actually have behaved like a normal parent instead of rattling about the world like a wine-soaked caricature of herself. The errant waste of gifts, of time, of life itself, all made India want to smash the empty Steuben candy dish before her. She slammed the drawer shut, putting an end to the maudlin train of thought and to the temptation to destroy good glassware. Over the years, her mother's outbursts